so fun. Parker, do you think Emmet's ticklish?
Yes.
Should we
Do you
tickle
think
him?
so? Should we try and see if he's ticklish? Say, Emmet. Emmet was diagnosed at 2 weeks of age with lissencephaly, which means smoothing of the brain. So his brain, when it was developing, the neurons didn't migrate properly, which has led to all of the complication that he's had.
It's the middle of January, but the Christmas tree is still up at Roger Neilson House.
You like that one, Emmet? It's so lovely, and they're thinking about people all the time, and I think they saw this year how much Emmet really appreciated it. And one of the rec therapists was talking about having like a year-round tree with different ornaments for all the different holidays, which just shows that they're thinking about what's best for the kids, which is always what their focus is. For Emmet, he has something called cortical visual impairment, which means he doesn't see well. So things that he sees the best are things that are like lit, that are shiny or reflective, or that are moving. So the Christmas tree kind of combines all of the things that he sees the best. Yeah.
Emmet is a pretty special boy. He's 3.5 years old, and he loves things that you or I would probably not even think about in our day.
You may not think by looking at Emmet that he can see where things are, but he often feels with his feet. So he finds where all the ornaments are and kicks them all off. So he takes all the ornaments off. We had to move all the glass ornaments like up on our tree.
Yes.
And they found the same thing here. He takes all of the ornaments
They have
off.
a little pile of ornaments that Emmet's removed that they need to put back on the tree. You got it again.
You got another one down. Yeah, you got it.
It may seem like a small gesture, but for Eric and Christy, it's just another example of how Roger Neilson House has come to feel like home.
I remember still the first time Emmet was admitted for pain and symptom management, the only thing that would calm him down, because he and I spent so much time together in his first year of life, was me lying physically against his body in bed with him and singing to him. And I got him to fall asleep, and I was so reluctant to leave the house. And the nurses here will say, you can stay if you want to in another room. But I remember the nurse saying to me, if he really starts crying, I'll call you. Or if he wants me to lie with him, I promise I'll lie with him to calm him down. And just, it's such a different approach than a medical centered facility, which is so lovely.
That welcoming feeling is extended to the whole family. Their older son, Parker, has also benefited from this experience.
Parker sees this breadth of society that he wouldn't otherwise have seen. He sees kids that are facing some pretty big challenges in ways that he wouldn't see that in his SK class.
He's so used to like the experience of being around special needs children, he doesn't even see it as like something that's unusual. And so he would talk about things that are happening. He has little books about families with special needs children, and he sees it as so normal. And I think it's really nice for him to see other siblings who have special needs siblings. He feels very proud of Emmet, and he wants to tell you about it and how he can run his pump and he can do all the things. And he's, you know, he's very proud of his brother. Sometimes when Mommy comes to visit Emmet and she says, Parker wanted to tell you that he loves you, he just smiles just at your name. Did you know that?
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Good boy. So you got your a little wet. Uh-oh. You found it with your feet, didn't you? See, that's so fun.
You learn about what kind of life Emmet's going to have. It scares you, and I think here it feels like it's just a place of comfort. It's a place where we know that we can all come and just be ourselves. We know that Emmet is taken care of. We know that Emmet is living his best life here, and it's a huge support.
I can't imagine it not being a part of our life. I think it's been such a big change for us and such a big eye-opening experience, but I think regardless of whether Emmet's still using the services of the house or not, it has services that extend beyond the loss of a child to bereavement support, to family support, sibling groups, and even grandparent groups more recently. So they're things that people have told us have been extremely helpful for them, and I think that I can't really see a time when we wouldn't be involved. And really, the people who work here, we know all of them on a first-name basis. They know our entire family on a first-name basis. They know our extended family on a first-name basis. And so it's really, they've become a really important part of our lives and of Emmet's life.
And I have Emmet here with us tonight, and he's doing really well so far. He's enjoying the studio and the lights, and of course, Eric and Christy and Parker and Lionel, their other little guys here. Thank you so much for all being with us today, guys. And Emmet's doing good. We were just saying, like, we think he likes the lights here in our studio.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, when did you guys first hear about Roger Neilson House, and when did Emmet start going?
I guess we heard about Roger Neilson House far in advance of Emmet actually starting there, but we heard about it as a palliative care hospice, and it's a little bit of a scary idea when you have a new child. So Emmet was diagnosed when he was 2 weeks of age, and you don't want to think about your 2-week-old dying, and so it's really scary. So I think we started to come to the idea of meeting with Roger Neilson House when he was about a year of age, and so we met with them and had a consultation, and they've been part of our life ever since.
And that was one of our messages that we wanted to help share, is a lot of people do think of it as a scary place, but it's not necessarily.
No, it's the opposite. Yeah, it's a place of love, it's a place of caring, it's a place of play. It's really in a lot of ways our community center. It's a place where everybody is comfortable.
Oh, these guys are having fun. I love kids.
Yeah.
Parker, you want to say hi? I saw you on the video. You take care of your brother a lot, don't you? Tell us how you do that.
What do you do?
How do you help him?
You want to say that?
Can you tell us?
I get his nebulizer.
You do?
Yeah, he helps with equipment.
Good job.
Yeah.
Good stuff. What do you like about Roger Neilson House?
Because there's a train house.
There's a which?
A train table.
A train table? Yeah, those are very popular. Lots of fun. And outside of the care for Emmet, you guys have also received services there too.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, so we've received services through the Visiting Home Hospice program, which is a volunteer-based program, which has been lovely. So we have someone that actually comes to our house once a week to spend time with Emmet, give us a little bit of time to spend time with our other 2 kids, which is really lovely. And we've also taken part in the respite care there, so that's been really lovely. Emmet was part of the summer camp this past summer, and it's a very unique place because he was able to actually fully participate in summer camp. They had Harry Potter Day. He ended up in the House of Slytherin, which we were a little bit sad about, but he has a great time, and he gets to fully engage in activities that we wouldn't normally think of him participating in. He went on a field trip to Sanders Farms one time when he was there, which was so lovely. Yeah.
That's great. Well, guys, thank you so much for doing all this, sharing your story. And I know you're getting to catch the game tonight as well, and we're converting you into Sens fans, I guess.
Yes,
so we're excited about
sure.
that.
Transition.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We'll send it back to Tessa.